Nope. Hey guys.
Hey.
How's it going, you guys? We're super excited to be here with you today to talk to you about the one thing you need to adopt if you really want to crush it in the industry.
Yep.
And now, you guys, is prime time to take action.
Yes.
So we have not met before. I'm Becky Graff.
And I'm Tim Graff.
We help home business entrepreneurs leverage powerful online strategies to build the perfect lifestyle business.
Yep.
And as you guys are hopping on, please let us know where you're coming in from so we can give you a shout out.
And you guys, tonight, we're actually going to be talking about one of these strategies, a really big one and a really important one, especially now in the time we're living in. Especially, this is one skill that also is actually, like Becky mentioned a minute ago, a really prime time to really perfect the skill that goes along with this.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
You guys, what we're going to be talking about tonight is something that is it's been around for several years, okay? Several, meaning 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And now in our industry, it's something that is just starting to be adopted by people. The value of it is just starting to be kind of scratched, really. The surface of it is really being scratched. And it's been very interesting over the last few days to see the innovation that has been happening in our local community with the changes that we have, with the ability to go out and meet in groups, okay? And let me just share something with you that I've noticed, okay? So number one, our kids are home from school, okay? They are homeschooling. I was surprised you get to be a homeschooling mom. And it's been a very interesting adjustment for myself. Another thing, Kinsley, she takes piano lessons. And so now this next coming week, she's going to be doing digital piano lessons, okay?
Yep.
I was talking to my brother who lives in New Mexico, and his daughter, she's very, very into ballet, okay? So she's highly competitive. She has lots of dancing competitions, things that she does. And now she can actually go to her studio. And so they've set up virtual ballet lessons in their front room. Okay, so where I'm going with this is there's a lot of innovation. There's a lot of things that are now changing for a lot of people. Normal business owners that have brick and mortar businesses. Okay, so dance studios, gyms, okay, piano teachers. Okay, there's a lot of things, a lot of businesses that are being impacted right now. And so resourcefulness is really peaking for a lot of people because now we've got to figure this thing out. Okay, my second grader is doing online school. She's got her packets. She can do Google Hangouts and meet with her teacher and have conversations. Okay, my preschooler, she's got her own packets and things that we can do online with apps, which is amazing because we have this technology at our fingertips. And yet now is the time where a lot of people are finally embracing this new strategy, this new way of thinking about building their business online because of events. Okay, so this is where it's prime time to take actions. And the reality of it is, you guys, the one thing that you might consider adopting to crush it in this industry, okay, because there's no going back from what we're experiencing worldwide right now.
Oh, no.
Okay, things are the way that they are, and it's a great opportunity for innovation like we're talking about. But the thing we're talking about to adopt, you guys, are digital marketing strategies.
Yes.
Okay, digital marketing.
Yep.
Okay, and for a lot of people in our niche, that's been kind of taboo. Uplines have kind of frowned on it. You don't need to do that. You just need to talk to a friend who talks to a friend who talks to friends who talks to 10
and the interesting
friends.
thing is we've actually we get the pleasure of talking with a lot of people within the network marketing, within the home-based business opportunity around the world. Many different companies, many different opportunities. And the interesting thing is so we get an insight as to what a lot of these companies are doing. And the interesting thing is you'll find that a lot of these network marketing companies, for instance, a lot of home-based business are still kind of stuck in that old school way of doing things, that belly to belly home meetings, doing those kind of tactics, making your list of 100, reaching out to friends and family, doing those kinds of strategies and a lot of it is because these tactics, these skills that they've been using.
And they are skills, just to be clear, that presenting to somebody, closing somebody, those are actual hard and fast skills. The shift that has not happened, though, is it's simply been old school methods, as Tim was saying, that have been tried and true, very hard to duplicate in most people, okay? Bringing those tactics online and using that on a social platform doesn't really mesh very well. Okay?
There's exactly.
Some things that don't really jive great.
But since it's been working for these companies for so many years, they're kind of stuck in their old ways, so to speak. They're not looking to get they're not looking to get curious about a new way of doing business online with digital marketing and the way the world's changing. Like Becky just mentioned, they're taking an old school tactic, an offline tactic, and simply attempting to put it online, and it doesn't work, you guys.
And for most support, they're coming from a place of certainty. Hey, Michael, good to have you
on. Hey, Michael.
Okay. And here's the thing, they're coming from a place of certainty. You know, you've heard the phrase, I'm sure, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Okay. So from their perspective, what they've been doing has been working for them. However, in the new landscape with the technology that is available to us, it's not reasonable to spend the amount of time and foot traffic brain power doing belly-to-belly stuff when you have the opportunity to leverage yourself, your time, and your skill sets more effectively.
Yep.
Okay. Can we agree? How many of you love being able to order something and have it arrive in 2 days?
Yeah.
Using Amazon, or maybe you take advantage, and maybe prior to what's happening right now, you started using the grocery delivery apps that are around. Okay. Or DoorDash. Okay. Or Uber Eats, because it's convenient to push a button, connect with something you want, and have it delivered.
Yes.
Okay. This is what digital marketing can do for your business. It can make you accessible to your perfect prospects so that they, at a push of a button, can go through and figure out who you are, okay, what you have for them. Okay, they can listen to a video that you recorded, their Facebook Live that you've done, an email that you've sent, a blog that you've done. They can gather their own information and approach you when they're ready to have the conversation about, okay, so how do I get your product, or how do I join you in your business? Yeah. Okay.
On the flip side of that coin, you also have a lot of people that are a little bit hesitant to move into a more convenient strategy, simply because it's new territory. It's something we haven't done before. Maybe they're not familiar with online space or technology. And so it's something that's still a little bit taboo. And that's what we're actually finding is we get on these in these conversations with these home business owners and these network marketers out there in the world. And we're finding that a lot of them just don't know how and haven't gained the skill of taking their business to a digital marketing strategy. And so that's actually what we help them do, is move their business from an offline strategy that they've attempted to put online, if they're doing any online at all, and simply help them do more of a digital marketing so that they can really leverage their business. And that is the important piece, is it's leverageable. Digital marketing, it's that convenient piece that gets you in front of many, many, many different people using, it's like having one conversation and being able to leverage that over hundreds and hundreds of people. It's evergreen. You can continue to use it instead of constantly having to have that conversation over and over and over again. It's extremely leveraged, convenient, and it really helps your business move at a massive pace.
So, and all of what Tim's talking about is absolutely accurate. Okay. You have leverageability. You have that dream and that wish and the hope that you might get if you hit top ranks in your company, where you have that time freedom. By utilizing and adopting digital marketing strategies, okay, through attraction marketing, you can start having that now.
Yes.
Okay. Instead of waiting until you hit top ranks in your company, where you have a very stable, balanced out, legs or, matrix, whatever it is that your company has. Okay. You can start having that now. Okay. And those skill sets, you guys, are transferable and
very duplicatable. I mean, that's the thing.
And that is the thing that a lot of people get kind of freaked out about is, well, this sounds super complicated. Yeah. Okay. It's not complicated.
It's really not. There are skills that come with it. Just like anything, just like your offline strategies of, being down and sitting down with somebody and being able to present, having the posture, those kinds of things, all those skills that we learned from an offline tactic. Okay, there are some things that you do have to learn with online strategies, but it's not complicated. It actually is quite simple.
It's much simpler than identifying and learning what your comp plan's about and how it pays out. And it's a myriad of different ways, and having the complexity of what that looks like. Okay, as it trickles down through your teams. Learning and adopting digital strategies is not that complicated. Okay. There are moving pieces. There's things that you need to learn, the skill sets. But here's the thing, you guys. This is the future of all business models.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Everything's moving online, especially now.
Well, and again, if you think about it, my niece, okay, she's doing her ballet, they're doing online courses. We don't know how long everything's going to last. So that may be something that is now packaged. You're going to have people who have businesses that are typically brick and mortar, or you go into, who are going to innovate and figure out, okay, so how can I get my product, my training, my course out to the masses with these restrictions that we have?
Yeah.
Okay. That is what you can do if you know how to use digital marketing.
Yep.
Okay. Digital marketing is simply the ability and the knowledge of how to take a product, an idea, a course, okay, whatever it is, and deliver that content to a very specific market who is actually going to take action on the items.
Yep. So it's very targeted.
Okay.
Yep.
That they're going to actually take action on it.
Yep.
Okay. That is what digital marketing is. And the cool thing is many of you may or may not be using social media. Okay. Yep. If you're watching this, you probably are. So you're already doing posts on your page. Maybe you're doing Facebook Lives. Those are the kind of like baby steps into how you can leverage digital marketing for your business.
Yep.
And once you know how to do those things and you develop the skill sets, you can really craft any type of messaging that you want to reach your very specific, dialed in, targeted market, so that they are reaching out to you, asking you, what are you doing? How can I do it too? How can I get your product? I want to join your team. Okay. Because you have a system and a process that is duplicatable. They see
and this value. Is also what a lot of people are missing out there in their home-based business, in their network marketing companies, is a simple, duplicatable, transferable process that is easy to duplicate throughout the team, that everybody is able to do. Okay, a lot of us get in there and it's like, okay, it's this overall general elusive idea of, if you just do this and this and this, then you'll end up being successful. And a lot of people go, well, okay, great, but it's not very, it doesn't make a lot of sense to people. And it's kind of this general idea. And when things stay general and fuzzy, nothing gets done. When we get down to the very specifics of how to do something, how to get in front of an audience that is targeted. Mm-hmm. And that's the other thing too, is these offline strategies are not necessarily targeted to a specific audience. They're just kind of throwing that spaghetti against the wall, so to speak, and seeing if something sticks. Maybe you've heard that term. Okay, so when you do digital marketing, you're actually getting a very targeted audience that is the right people to be put in front of whatever it is you have to offer.
And I'm curious, how different would things go in your business if you were actually talking to people who are ready to join an opportunity today?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
it makes a world of difference.
And I'm curious, let me know in the comments, how different would things go for you if you were able to have that type of presence where people knew who you were, already knew, like, and trust you, and then they see what you're doing and they want in, because they see the impact that you're making, not in your own life, not only in your own life, but in the lives of others.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's, you guys, what we were missing about 2.5 years ago when we started this, is we didn't know the how.
Yep.
We knew that we needed to connect with people. We knew we needed to grow our audience. We knew we needed to talk to a ton of people, and we were doing those things, yet we were still finding ourselves falling short of the goals and the results that we wanted in our business. It wasn't until we learned how to market that things started to change.
Yep. Knowing
how to get our message out, how to craft our message, how to talk to people, and more specifically, how to find people who wanted to hear what we had to say. Okay, when we were able to do that, that's when things shifted in our business.
Yes.
That's when people started reaching out to us. That's when we had started to see our volume increase in our business.
Yep.
That's when we started to rank advance, and rank advance fairly quickly as well. But it wasn't until we actually learned how to do that things shifted for us. Not until we started to bridge the gap of what we had been doing, kind of the meeting people, right? Bringing the list online, okay? Stocking groups and doing all that. Maybe you're doing that right now, and I'm curious if you are. Okay, that's what we were doing, and it wasn't until we learned how to hone in and target, find specifically people who wanted what we had to offer, that things changed.
Yes,
you guys. And the blueprint that we went through, that we found 2.5 years ago, that really revolutionized the way that we do business. We're going to drop a link in the comments for that if you want it. It is a simple blueprint that you can actually start using today to start moving yourself towards digital marketing. Okay.
Yep. It's basically kind of giving you those training wheels on how to get started, the basic, the simple and basic steps to start moving into a more digital marketing strategy.
Yeah. So that's what we started with just about 2 years ago. That has really allowed us to talk to and speak to the people that want to hear what we have to say, so that we don't have to send out copy paste messages anymore, right? We don't have to make a friend and then just say, hey, by the way, you want to check this out? We're only talking to people who are high qualified, who want what we have to offer. Okay, think about in your mind, how much time would that save you? Because I know on average for us, it cut our workload down by over 4 hours a day, easy. Okay, on a normal
And this is
day.
the piece of simply creating that perfect lifestyle business, because now you don't find yourself constantly having the golden handcuffs of going out and chasing people. You also don't find yourself constantly having to fill that attrition, because even when you find those people that finally say yes and they raise their hand, they're easy in and easy out, so to speak. So it's not, you're constantly having to fill that and keep chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing.
Yeah.
And the great thing about this is, like she said, it's targeted. You're actually finding people that are ready, are interested. And so you don't have that issue.
Yeah,
this is really having that perfect lifestyle business.
Yeah, because you're able to find people, again, who want to hear your message and who are willing and wanting to take action.
Exactly.
Instead of, attempting to find the needle in the haystack by talking to over 100 people, right? To get those first, a 10 that will listen to you, and then maybe the one that will join your team. Okay. So this is something that really changed the way that we did our business. It was amazing, the transformation that we started to see once we started implementing this. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link for that in the comments. Go and grab that so you can see where you're at. Okay. Is this now the time for you to start adopting this in your strategy, to start bridging the gap between what you may have been doing and what you can do now moving forward?
And now, especially if you have that free time at home, maybe away from another job that you may be working or anything like that, it's the perfect time to sit down and start to learn some of these skills
to educate
so that
yourself.
you can start applying.
Educate yourself about what's available to you so that you can leverage your time so you get the most results in your business.
Exactly.
All right, guys, we appreciate you spending some time with us today. Michael, thanks so much for the hearts and love.
Yes, Michael, and everybody else who's been on, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you guys watching and joining us. Have a wonderful evening, you guys. And remember to be curious, be bold, take action, and remember that it's choice, not chance, that shapes your life.
Exactly.
Take care, you guys.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you.
See ya.